How to store mixed nuts. Can they stay at room temperature? Do they last longer in the fridge? Below are some tips on how to store mixed nuts to prevent them from spoiling too quickly. Tips for storing mixed nuts. Most brands of mixed nuts usually include peanuts, raisins, cashews, Brazil nuts, and almonds. Store the nut mix in its original sealed packaging at room temperature, in a cool and dry place, away from sunlight. While sealed, the risk of becoming rancid is very low because there's minimal contact with air. At room temperature, sealed mixed nuts can last about 10 months to a year without going bad. Some packages indicate a shelf life of 6 months, which refers to the period when the nuts are at their best quality. After that time, they may begin to lose texture and flavor. If the jar of mixed nuts has already been opened, you can still keep it at room temperature in a cool, dry place. If possible, place the original jar inside an airtight container or transfer the contents into an airtight container. The less contact with air the better, as nuts contain a lot of oil and can become rancid quickly when exposed to air. At room temperature, opened mixed nuts will last about 1 month without going bad. To increase shelf life after opening, you can store the mixed nuts in an airtight container in the refrigerator. Opened mixed nuts can last about 6 months in the fridge. Can you freeze mixed nuts? If you want to preserve mixed nuts for an even longer time, yes, you can store the container in the freezer. Place the opened mixed nuts in an airtight container and store them in the freezer. They can last almost a year without going bad. To eat, you can take out a portion and leave it in the fridge overnight. Or if you prefer, leave it at room temperature and eat immediately. How to tell if they've gone bad. Always check the appearance, smell, and taste. Usually, when mixed nuts go bad, they may have a sour smell, and their color and texture may change. Mold may also appear. Be careful. If you notice anything wrong, don't take the risk of eating them, as there is a chance of food poisoning.